is it doing? Good morning, good morning. Y'all probably thought I forgot or I slept in, but I didn't. Just running a little bit behind here. I'm trying to figure out why my computer is, look at this. I got like this page and then it randomly makes me like flip through three more to get to where I was set up here. Huh, that's an issue for another day. Let's go check this out. I'm gonna go post this everywhere. It'll be just a few minutes here and then we'll get started. I'm gonna go add on. Nice. Let's see. There we go. Added on a thumbnail picture. Share, copy. Now I'm going to go post it everywhere. There we go. I think it's kind of funny that I am streaming this announcement at 5 in the morning when all of the North America players are asleep. I'm probably only will have international viewers, and then I'm going to have this tournament be North American players only, purely because of shipping costs. I just don't want to ship overseas. There we go. Good morning. I wonder if I should hold off on all the tournament details until later, or if I should just do them now. I'm thinking. Let's see. I've got an hour and a half here this morning, going through the video. The tournament announcement probably will only take 20 minutes. Then I'm thinking I don't really have anything else prepared. I need to make a video on how to play on Tabletop Simulator, especially so that with this tournament coming up. And I need to make like some sort of official Godzilla video, but I was thinking of just deck building the Godzilla characters because I haven't made any decks for them yet. Thought it might be fun. Let's see if I can do like every single character within an hour or something. You got at least one American here purely because I work till 1 a.m. Wow. Work till 1 a.m. That means you should be asleep. Right? 5 in the morning. I was up way too late last night. I'm back playing chess. I'm like addicted to the chess.com app. There's only one problem, and that's that I suck at chess. I just do the dumbest moves. I just play the bullet games, but I just keep pressing one more game. I need to like sign up for like chess lessons or something if I'm gonna play so much. You would think I had some, opening lines of play memorized and what to do in certain situations, but I don't. I'm a wake up, work, and then enjoy the rest of my day kind of person. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You For me personally, I am a peace and quiet person, and if I don't wake up early in the morning, then I will not have any peace and quiet for my entire day. This is my one opportunity basically for like me time because then the kids are going to wake up. Then I've got to, get them ready, take them to school. Then it's going to be work. Then afterwards, you got to do dinner. You got family time. You're exhausted at the end of the day, and before you know it, you've had no time for yourself. So 5 a.m. If I don't wake up early, my day goes a lot worse because I don't feel like I got to do what I wanted to do all day. Okay, I'm gonna start us off here. I just feel like I haven't completely woken up yet. So I'm seeing if I keep talking, if I wake up. But let's see. Before I start, because I'm going to make this into a YouTube video, I guess I should just rehash everything I have here. So let's see if everything's working properly. Yeah. There we go. All right, I'll get it started then. Let's see. What do I want to remember? I want to remember that I want to come over here and show the event page. I was kind of surprised. We already have 8 people signed up. I need to go look at who signed up. We got Barlow, Corey, Kyle, Malcolm, Ozzy, Patrick, Thomas, and Thomas. Both the Thomases. That's pretty dang good. Honestly, I was worried that I'm going to have this be a 64 player only tournament. I'm just going to cap it out at 64. And I was worried that maybe that was too high. But if we already have 8 and I didn't even make the announcement video, I think we're in a good spot. I might even be in trouble that we didn't take it up to 128. Might be all right. Let's see. Let's put this down here. All right. Today I am announcing the Godzilla X Girl Power Tournament. This is, it's been 1 year since I started making videos, and this is going to be my way of doing a massive giveaway to everybody, and just to say thank you to everybody who has supported my channel. It's going to be a tabletop simulator tournament on June 8th. Full details to come. This is going to be the first tournament where you can actually play with Godzilla cards. Because it's on Tabletop Simulator, we can do this 2 weeks out from when they even become standard legal. Let's jump into all the details here. Number one, this is going to be free. This is my way of saying thank you for supporting my channel. This tournament is not going to be sponsored by anybody. It's 100% by me for supporters of my channel. It's going to be on my Discord server. There's an invite in the description of this stream or this video, however you're watching. So go jump in the Discord. We talk about a lot. We do card previews. You can find competitive games in my Discord, and we'll also be hosting the tournament here. It's going to be June 8th at 10 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be streamed on my YouTube channel. I'll be combining with a few members of my team to do commentary. We'll probably have like a rotation of commenters throughout the day. It's going to be a single day event, 6 rounds, single elimination, 64 players. This means that as soon as you lose, you are out. You can go enjoy your Saturday. 32 of the 64 players are simply going to be out in round 1. We're not doing Swiss rounds and top cuts. This is going to be 1 day only, 6 rounds only. That means it'll probably go from about 10 a.m. Central Time to about 5 p.m. Central Time, because we're not going to, we're going to have tiebreakers in place to determine who won. You're not going to be able to tie. And 6 rounds. Then we'll come up with a winner, single elimination. So one player will go 6-0. Everybody else will have a loss at some point during the day. Prizing is going to go to the top 8. So if you want to unlock prizing for yourself, all you have to go is 3-0. As soon as you're 3-0, you've at least got something from the tournament. And then we have one rule for the tournament, and that rule is Godzilla or girl power characters only. Everything else will be considered like it's a standard tournament. The only difference is that your character at all times, even after sideboard, must always be a Godzilla or girl power character only. Also, one last detail that I forgot to mention is that this will be North American players only. I do not want to pay international shipping. And so I'm keeping it to just North American players. I love all of our worldwide players. Everybody that I've met in the UK and Oceania regions has been great, but I just don't want to pay shipping costs. So North American players only. And we have a playmat. If you get top 4, you're going to get hooked up with an official Girl Power and Godzilla playmat. This is the design here. We got Mount Lady facing off against Godzilla. They're both about equal size. I wanted it to feel a little bit like summer, and so I put them with this water scene. It looks maybe a little bit like they're floating on the water, but that's okay because you just don't think about it too much, and it looks epic. We got Mount Lady facing off with Godzilla here. I have no idea who would win. In the game, I suppose I'd lean Godzilla a little bit in terms of his character strength compared to the new Mount Lady, but we'll just have to see. You know, it'd be kind of epic if this was our finals match, was Godzilla and Mount Lady. If you get top 8, I will hook you up with a Godzilla Challenger deck or a King Ghidorah Challenger deck. Your choice. I'll pre-order it for you, and you'll get hooked up with a free Challenger deck. If you get top 4, I'll hook you up with a Challenger deck, and you're going to get one of these exclusive Godzilla Girl Power playmats. If you get second place, I'll hook you up with one of each of the Challenger decks and a Godzilla playmat. And if you're the champion, you will get 2 of both of the Challenger decks, meaning that you're going to get a full play set of every single Godzilla card and 4 of the collector boosters, and you're going to get a playmat. This is like a $120, $150 value to our champion, and it can be yours if you just sign up, jump in. There's going to be 64 of us, and one person is walking away with 2 of each Challenger decks. But if you're top 8, you're walking away with something, at least one Challenger deck. And then even if you don't go 3-0, even if you start the day and you immediately lose, I am going to be doing a participation raffle for everybody who joins in. I'm going to be raffling away my top 32 Ochako 4 Worlds promo. You can see it here. I'm probably going to be doing the raffle before the event starts. You know, when like 15 minutes before, when everybody's still getting ready, and I've started the stream, I'll go ahead and do the raffle. I'll put all 64 players who signed up on it, and we'll just see who walks away with this super cool Ochako promo. I've never actually looked at what the value of this is, but I know Ochako 4 is a very, very popular character. And you know, I was thinking that I've got my like World's Memories up there. You can see them on the shelf. You can see Hawks and my Feather and a Fierce Wings. So I feel like I have those still to remember Worlds. And I wanted to send this Ochako promo to someone else who really, really loves Ochako and wants to play this character. Just to rehash here on the rules, it's going to be free. It's going to be in my Discord, June 8th at 10 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be streamed on my YouTube channel. Single day event, 64 players, 6-round single elimination, prizing to top 8. And that is it. Let me show you guys, let me show you the page on the UGN. Here we have it. It's called Godzilla X Girl Power. If you search for this event, this should be pulled up. You can see we got 64 players. I've got the prizing details here. I've got a single elimination here, and you can see all of the additional details, and you can see the Google form that you'll have to fill out. And 8 players have already signed up. We are 1/8 of the way there, and I haven't even made this announcement video yet. I just posted the UGN link in my Discord server yesterday. Last time I did one of these tournaments, it was the MHA Set 1 Farewell Tournament, and I did it Tabletop Simulator. I limited it to 32 players, and all 32 spots were taken up within the first 48 hours, I want to say. I'm not sure that's going to be the same here. We got 64 players instead of 32, but if you want to come and play, go ahead and sign up early. You can always drop later and open up your spot. You're not going to, if you decide not to play later, you can always just drop and someone else can sign up. I would go ahead and sign up right away so that you don't lose your spot, because it's first come, first serve, 64 players. That's going to make it a nice, even 6-round event, single elimination style. Let's see who we've got here. We got Barlow, Corey, Kyle, Malcolm, Ozzy, Patrick, Thomas, and Thomas. We've got a good group already. A lot of names that I recognize here. And by the way, guys, this video is not sponsored by anybody. This tournament's not sponsored by anybody. But if you want to support the channel and you want to support giveaways like this in the future, toss me a coffee or two on Buy Me a Coffee. I think this is like every coffee's like $5. You can give just on a one-time basis. I do have like membership levels where you can be a supporter or sign up for coaching or something. But you don't have to. Just toss me a couple coffees, so to speak, and I'll be very, very appreciative. But you don't have to. This is just if you want to support giveaways and you want to support the channel. I intend to never, ever make money on this channel. Any money that comes in, I will put it towards giveaways or put it towards improving this channel in some way. Basically, everything that I ever get from a supporter will go into the channel in some way or some fashion. It will never go into another aspect of my life. And that is the Godzilla Girl Power Tournament. I am really looking forward to this. It's going to be June 8th, 2 weeks before the Challenger decks are legal. We can already see how Godzilla is going to shape the meta and shape the format. It is going to be Godzilla and Girl Power characters only. This is just a few weeks after Girl Power releases and a few weeks before Godzilla releases. So I want to see what players are cooking up with these new characters. I'm sure that all these cards are going to impact past characters in big ways, but I want to see these new characters in action with 64 different players. I think we have like 30 different characters to choose from. It would be really neat if every single character had some sort of representation in the tournament, and we can determine who is the best of these new characters. So June 8th, event description is in the details of this video. Don't miss out. Go and sign up now. Don't wait until the last minute because spots in the tournament might be gone. And there you have it. Let's see, we got 5 of us watching right now. What do you guys think? Let's see, did we get it above 8? Did we get it above 8 in real time? No. Well, let's jump over here. I don't really have, oh, I got something on my, there we go. I don't have anything really planned for this morning. I just wanted to wake up and do that announcement. I'll probably clip out a lot of the parts there because in my mind, I'm still very much waking up. So I am thinking at about 50% of the brain power that I normally think with. Let's check it out here. I haven't really built any of these Godzilla characters. I started on Mothra and then I stopped. I go through once a season basically and just decimate my UVS Ultra list and delete basically everything. So I've now got just the stuff that I'm still working on in some form. I started off on Air Mothra. Let's see, I need to zoom in a little bit here. But I'm thinking I'll just deck build each of these Godzilla characters just for fun this morning. With Mothra, my immediate thought is just to play Walk the Dog, right? Because Mothra says, at the start of your end phase, discard one card, commit. This attack is plus X or minus X speed. X equals its printed difficulty. Spend 2 momentum, ready this card. So if you can get one attack to land on offense, then you've already fueled 50% of the cost of readying Mothra for defense. Most of the time, I imagine, unless you're killing them, you want to prioritize using Mothra for defense and getting to commit for -5 speed. Maybe that's the wrong way to think about it. I don't know. 2 momentum is a really high cost to re-ready Mothra. Trying to think about like what Mothra wants. In my mind, that you're an 8-hander and you discard a card at the start of the end phase. That means that you can play a lot of like tech cards and utility cards, because if you don't need it in that matchup, you can just discard it. You know, like a card like Hero's Upbringing. I don't think Hero's Upbringing is on Mothra symbols, but that's a card that's going to be really good in a lot of matchups and then really blank in a lot of other matchups. So like in Mothra, I would imagine that that would be a pretty good card because you can just discard it if you don't need it. And you always get to search your deck for it. So you get to play a lot of these like toolboxy type cards that typically you would put in your sideboard, but with Mothra, with this discard ability on face, you could probably just mainboard. But Walk the Dog comes to mind because it says printed difficulty, and so we can just commit, say, 8 speed. You got this 14 speed Walk the Dog. If you don't block it, well, I've got a momentum. If I get one more momentum, I can re-ready Mothra for defense, even if I don't kill you. I had started going through some things. I don't think Double Jet Pummel makes it. I don't think charges are quite good enough. I don't think Lightning Rod actually makes it. Falling Sky, I think you have to play Electric Moth, right? Get to ready your character, basically making this a 7/4. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. If your rival has 10 or more foundations, draw 3 cards instead. This attack's crazy. All of these Godzilla cards are very, very over-tuned, in my opinion, which I'm not complaining about being over-tuned. I think that's a lot of fun. It means they're going to see a lot of play. And I think these are the best looking cards that we've basically ever had. I love how they did the keywords up here with the bar. And I really like the art design style. So we got to play Electric Moth. The reason I put Double Jet Pummel in here is purely because this says charge. And so I started thinking through, like, is there going to be some sort of charge package that we could work with? I don't think there probably is. And then Falling Skies, of course, is a charge. And I feel like you have to play it if you are on the air symbol. I mean, you just have to play Falling Skies, especially if we're relying on momentum to re-ready Mothra. Then a card like Falling Skies that can turn itself into a throw, it's going to be very, very good. Like if you just go Walk the Dog, 14 speed into Falling Skies, make it a throw, hey, you got your 2 momentum. You can re-ready Mothra for defense. So I know that I want to play these 3 attacks. Right, let's come up here and reload this. We know that we want to play these 3 attacks. That gives us 12 cards. If we're going to play this 60 card Mothra list, then we really only need 2 or 3 more attacks. Let's see where we go here. Here's how I search on UVS Ultra. I look at attacks, and then I only want to see ultra rare, promos, secret rares, and rares. We'll look through the commons and uncommons and starter deck cards later, but just from here, let's see. Death from Above. Okay. Printed damage, so we could always make this thing like a 6/9 if we remove the Walk the Dog. If we have 8 or more cards in your remove pile, draw 2 cards. That's going to be too hard as Mothra. Sniping Spy, probably not. Nejire Flood. Electric Moth was ranged, right? And Walk the Dog is ranged, but I just don't think that I want to throw a 2-check into an 8-hander. With an 8-hander, I really, really want that solid build early. I'm not interested in 2-check messing that up. Cluster Bombs is terrible. Grenadier Blast, Lightning Rod, no thanks. Let's see. Air kicks. We have to run Electric Moth. We have to run Falling Skies. We have to run Walk the Dog. None of those are kicks. Let's see. Anything cleared? Not really clearing our card pool at the moment. Invisible Infiltration. Nice, and anything that can give it speed. But remember, Mothra is only going to give 1 attack speed, typically, or Walk the Dog. So I want kind of like high base speed moves. And we don't really give any other stats. Armor of the Wolf. What momentum? We already have Walk the Dog. I think we're going to kind of rely on Walk the Dog more than Armor of the Wolf. Keep that out of there. I don't want the 2-check, even though it makes the Walk the Dog a little bit more consistent. Let's see. What else do we got? Nejire Wave. We're discarding a momentum for this effect, and we're already using momentum on our character face. And we already use momentum for Walk the Dog. I feel like that would just be too many momentum outlets. Kraken makes sense. It sets up Walk the Dog nicely. Yeah, let's throw in Kraken. Kraken makes sense. I did make Mothra there we go, my current deck. I always forget to do that. Let's go down to Kraken. Bubble Restraint, Phantom Threat. We're not changing the zone of anything in any sort of way. Let's go to page 2 here. Dignified Display. What does this do again? After this attack is blocked, add it to the bottom of your deck. After you block with this card, add the bottom card of your deck to your hand. Okay, that is some Kurogiri shenanigans. Not Mothra. Sometimes you have to reread these cards. You know, it's been so long. It's like Glacier Breaker. After you block a low attack with this card, that attack deals no damage. If it deals 3 or less, draw 1 card. No. Razor Deluge. This one really makes me angry. Why does this say try to block? If this just said if your rival does not block this attack, I would be kind of in on Razor Deluge. Valiant Assault. Shocking Entrance. Add a character or asset. What are the air assets? I guess we got Cape of No Return. That could be kind of cool to always get Cape of No Return. Engine Boost. We're getting a free momentum. Okay, Engine Boost is interesting. Commit Mothra, make it 8 speed. Say, okay, I get a free momentum, and if you don't block this, it's going to momentum. There's my 2 momentum to re-ready Mothra. After you ready 1 or more foundations during this attack gets 1 damage. It's probably just not quite worth it. This is just like much worse Rejuvenating Smash. Fierce Whirlwind. We're not playing Furies. +3/+3. Seal something. Dang. Can I not find any other attack to go in here? Maneuvering Laser would be funny. Say 7 speed, get rid of your momentum. But I'm Mothra. I'm like a 20-something health character. You know, I don't have a lot of health. I don't want my opponent to have a lot of momentum to begin with. Could be sighted in against Amajiki, I suppose. See, this is why I was on this double jab pummel early, is I just can't see anything. What else would Mothra want? Extendo Hair doesn't make sense. Compression Sphere is fine. Let's go look at the attacks again. Okay. We have Kraken, Walk the Dog, Electric Moth, Falling Skies. What's the block zones here? 4, 4, 8. 8 on the low. So we could use some higher mid blocks. I like my attack lineup to be really even block zone ratio whenever I'm deck building. I find people typically don't think about block zones until after they've built their entire deck. And so if their attacks are like all mid blocks, then they'll fill in with all these high and low block foundations. But that doesn't really make sense because foundations you're just going to be building anyway most of the time. Typically, it's attacks that you're blocking with. Right? It's attacks and actions that you're blocking with most commonly. And so, other than like certain foundations, like the zero diff Earth foundation, that's a one high block. I mean, it doesn't even have any abilities. You're basically just using it as a blocker in a 6-check. But I like my attack block zones to be very, very even. And then I know which attacks to play and which attacks to hold for blocks. Okay, we need something else. I'm not really on any sort of like attack package beyond like, let's just make Mothra's face good. Let's just get this +8 speed off. And if we're going to walk the dog, then Kraken helps us commit something. Moth, you have to use. Falling Skies can become a throw to re-ready Mothra. I guess what other air throws are there? Okay, so I was only looking through ultra rares and rares, right? All right, let's go look at the bad stuff. See what we got. Flying Zap. After this attack deals damage, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Okay, another way basically we can get 2 momentum at the price of 1 attack. I really like all of those cards. But we already have low blocks. We already got Falling Skies as our 1 low block. Walk the Dog is low block. Swooping Talons, heck no, I'm not playing a blank card as long as I live. Hair Screech, Rabbit Cross Kick, Horn Cannon. Okay, we might need another throw here, maybe. Or maybe something to commit stuff down for Walk the Dog, like another kind of stun move that's not Nejire Wave. If this is the only card in your card pool, it gets +1/+1. No. This attack gets 2 speed, draw 1 card. This might just be the answer. It's boring, but it might be the answer. It's just a 3 mid 4. I guess it's going to be a 5 mid 4 draw card. That's pretty solid for a 4 diff. I said I wanted high base speed. This is basically 5 speed. Is Kraken charged? No, Kraken is Fury ranged. We have Electric Moth is charged, Falling Skies is charged. That's it, right? I'm not quite sure that would be consistent enough. Let's put it in our sideboard. If I can't find anything good to finish out our attack lineup, we're just going to default to Shotgun. Let's go. If you're just joining in, I'm just deck building Mothra. 8, no, we're probably going to be spending our momentum pretty quickly. Acrobatic Leap Kick. No. Let's see here. I'll just scroll fast since these are... Let's see, Zero Gravity. No, I really don't want cards that I'm discarding momentum on face beyond Walk the Dog. I've got Mothra, I've got Walk the Dog. That's really all I'm going to need. Irate Scowl. Okay, no, only if a card's left our card pool this turn. Gusty Buffet. We're an 8-hander. We'll always have more foundations. What's our zones like? Kraken is high, Moth is high, Falling Skies is high. Okay, so that's good because we need lots of high attacks for Falling Skies. And then we have Walk the Dog as a low. So maybe I should be prioritizing another high attack, or maybe, I guess it doesn't. I don't really buy into like if you play Falling Skies, all of your attacks have to be high. I think that's a trap. I love it when people do that against me though. As soon as I see Falling Skies and a couple high attacks, I instantly realize, oh, I just need to hold high blocks. Schoolyard Smackdown. Single Spiral. Okay, we could put this one in there. I like Spiral Wave Surge. It's going to be a 4 mid 6. If you block it, it's going to help my next one. Claw Stopper, Tentacle, Nebulous Stare. We're probably looking for some sort of draw, right? Our only attack that's drawn. No, we've already got Electric Moth. We've already got Walk the Dog. We don't need more draw. Charge kick. Branching snare. Oh, this is interesting. Since Mothra commits. After you play this card, the next attack played this turn gets +2 damage or -2 speed. 3 mid, 4. Stun 1, so it feeds into Walk the Dog. 1 mid block. Huh. Probably not quite there, but it's interesting. What does Quick Draw do again? Add 1 card to the top of their deck. The next time your rival loses health, draw a card. Tentacle Strike, if your rival's character is committed. Ricochet. Okay, so it could get stunned 2. If this is not blocked, discard it from the card pool. No, in Mothra, I really want all of my attacks to be going to momentum. So even though like this seems nice, like, oh, we can commit Mothra, make it 6 speed, stun 2. If they don't block it, I get to discard it. Like, that's not really feeding into a continued Mothra plan. I want everything going to my momentum. I don't want to discard it. I need everything high base speed, right? So, cavalry advance. No. Okay, I think that's going to be it. I'm not really super happy with this attack lineup here. But it's going to be these 4 just purely for value. And then we can throw in Spiral Wave Surge or Shotgun. I feel like, let's see, charge. I'm just not sure that's enough to get the combo ability consistently off. You know, you want your cards that draw to be really consistent because you want to play them as pokes and to at least get the benefit of drawing even if they don't land. And having a combo ability, you're going to have to play something else to get this off. I don't want another low block attack. I think I'll take that one out. Let's go look at other charge attacks. Maybe we put in 2 of that and then 2 of something else. Let's go air, charge, flying zap, Nejire flood, dragon tackle. If you have any suggestions and you're watching this, tell me because I'm stuck. Could it be as simple as tornado charge? I don't know. I feel like if you're a deck playing tornado charge, like you should probably play something else. Because this is good. It's 11 stats on a 4 diff. But is it like, how should I say this? Like, if you are playing tornado charge, you're probably not a meta deck. You know, because the decks at the top of the format are doing crazy things. And so tornado charge is like this solid like B+ attack. But to me, it's kind of like if you're playing it in your deck, like alarm bells should be ringing. Like, okay, my deck's a locals deck. It's not a championship deck. Your rival commits a foundation for each charge attack in your card pool. I could set up Walk the Dog. Let's say it's a high block. We need more high blocks. But again, Kraken is going to be our most common opener, and it's not a charge attack. So if I'm playing this on a 5 stun 1, that doesn't really feel good. Dang. What does this do? You can remove charges to discarding to pay for the powerful. Add the top card of your discard pile to your momentum. That's interesting. So you could re-ready Mothra, get rid of your momentum. Now you have less than your rival, get a momentum. More foundations ready than committed. I don't know. Is there something here with the St. Louis Smash Walk the Dog deck? Because they're scared of St. Louis Smash, so they commit themselves out. which sets up Walk the Dog. Or if they don't block anything because they don't want your Walk the Dogs being online, then St. Louis Smash is there to remove things. And then we can make this 9 speed if we just commit Mothra. Man, I wish Kraken was a charge. What typically I don't like St. Louis Smash because both of these enhances are so gated. I feel like it was so close to being really playable. But in Mothra, I'm intrigued because this top enhance, we can always discard 2 momentum to ready Mothra. Meaning we can like artificially get lower momentum, right? And in Mothra, I want attacks that count as momentum twice. Could be something there. If your character is committed, this attack gets 2 speed. If your character is ready, this attack gets 2 damage. Okay, it's a 4/4 on a 3 diff. Yeah, we could do that. We could get both ends there. Dramatic Slash. I really don't want more low blocks, but I get to stack my deck somewhat and discard a momentum to build an asset. I don't want to be doing other momentum things. Velocity Rush. Yeah, not too interested in Echoes in this list. Could it? Nah, it's a low block. Compression Sphere. It's basic. I guess if I went with this charge attack lineup, right? Charges plus Walk the Dog, I could take out Kraken, put in Compression Sphere, and then I could play St. Louis Smash. If either player's lost 2 or more health this turn, gain stun 2. I'd have to have some way to always get... I'm probably not going to get that stun 2 always online. If this just said stun 2, I'd probably put it in there and change Kraken to Compression Sphere. I've got nothing. Just don't need Double Jet Pummel. Shocking Entrance is fine. Hula Hoop is fine. Air Force Flick. If they have more foundations ready than committed, draw or gain 2 health. That's fine. Dang. I'm stuck. This is about the point where I normally give up on something. There has to be something else. I could play Frog Stomp. What is that one? No, not Frog Stomp. Frog Kick? Not Frog Kick. Come on, it's Frog something. Okay, let's just say Frog. Frog Hop? Oh, this could be interesting. 5 high 6? Probably not, though. The problem with Frog Hop is that you really have to be clearing your progressive because it's a 5 diff. If they put something like this and if they made this like 4 high 4 and made it a 4 diff, I think I'd be in. Frog Strike. Here we go. Discard a card for 3 damage. It has stun 1, sets up Walk the Dog. We got some deadlock here. We don't have deadlock on anything else. Flip a foundation, seal a foundation. The problem with Frog Strike is that like 4 mid 7, stun 1, 4 mid 7, seal a rival foundation should be very good. It's the discarding a card and flipping a foundation. Hmm. He gives us some zone diversity. We don't have a mid attack yet. We don't have a mid attack yet. It gives us a way to actually get some damage on things other than walk the dog. It doesn't work with falling skies. Eh, that's going to be it. That is going to be it. Because it's fundamentally a walk the dog deck, right? Not a falling skies deck. So I don't really like shotgun is neat, but I just don't need more ways to draw. I'm already an 8-hander. I already have electric moth and I already have walk the dog. So this attack lineup is probably fine. We only have one 5 diff. Yeah, this is probably fine. That leaves us with 884. Okay, now from here, I want to play some utility cards because Mothra can just discard, right? So if I don't need it, I'll just discard it. Yeah, like Genkai's Guidance and Airy Smiles. There's something there. Manifest is interesting. Put something in momentum to ready Mothra. Yeah, is there any like gaining momentum? Maybe I've been thinking about Mothra wrong. Maybe I just need to think about all the ways to gain momentum. Seizing the advantage. Remember when Seizing the Advantage first came out and everybody was like, this action is crazy. This is going to dominate the meta. If you're going to nationals, if you're going to 2022 nationals, you need to be ready for Seizing the Advantage. It's going to be everywhere. And then now we've just like, everybody ignores it. Yeah, 14 speed walk the dog. That is all we're doing here. That is all we are doing here. Battle for the future. No, we don't want more momentum outs. I think it's just going to be Airy Smiles and Genkai's Guidance. Like, you know, we were already pretty low on high blocks. So, makes sense. You know, if they're not playing high attacks, we just discard the Airy Smiles, right? We're Mothra. At the end of our discard phase, we discard something. If they're playing high attacks, we're holding on to that Airy Smiles. 2. Genkai's Guidance, you have to play 1. That's just the rules. You have to play 1. Now let's go look at assets. Oh, I forgot about sharpshooting gear. Another reason to play charges. After you play a charge attack, you may change its zone, add the top card of your deck to momentum. That's what we want, right? We want snap momentum. We want snap momentum. Are we playing enough charges? We have 8 out of 20. Electric Moth and Falling Skies. Is that enough to justify? You may change its zone. Deadlock, 5-3. Let's put this in the sideboard. Think about it. We want snap momentum. Cape of No Return, we will just always play 2. Maybe 1, because we're an 8-hander. We can get away with playing 1 because we're going to see it at a higher clip. Another reason to play the charge package. Jeez. With so many, there's so many good charged things here, but there's just not quite enough to form like a solid, unless you go Lightning Rod. But again, I don't want to play a 2-check in an 8-hander. Young Heroes, discard a card. Okay, so this is going to help us with Walk the Dog. It's kind of good. Let's see. Suited Up. We don't really have a way to commit things. Training Weights, not interested. After arrival, discard their block and draw 1 card. I feel like Sports Festival's getting better. Get rid of on-block tricks. It's probably it for the assets. And then we just go foundations. So this is just how I build. The first thing I look at with foundations is spam foundations and 3 diffs. Once I'm done with spam foundations and 3 diffs, then I look for the 2 diffs. The 2 diffs I spend a lot longer on building. Spam foundations, you kind of know what you want. Every symbol has their staple spams. You just like, okay, we're playing basic training, right? It's an air deck. We're playing basic training. 3 diffs are going to be very, very niche, specific to you. And it's typically, they typically just kind of jump out at you. There's not a lot to like go through. 2 diffs are where I spend a really long time combing through, and typically I reread a lot of stuff because I've forgotten what it does. But with 0 diffs, like we kind of know the air things that we want here. I love class membership personally, but let's go put in basic training. And yeah, let's throw in a couple of these. Yeah, we can get dunked on early. We really need some like resets. Air might not be the way, honestly. Oh. This is such a good foundation. This is a 4 of. After you play a block against Breaker 2, commit. This attack gets -2 speed. If it's a low, it gets -3. And it's a high block. I feel like that's good. Destroy something for speed. Reload. Have we do we destroy things? No. After your rival plays a character ability, draw a card. We're an 8-hander. I like. Let's look at. I think air has a lot of flip draws. Let's go look at the others first. After this card is committed, no. Disciplinary action, secret family technique, mother's embrace, fierso. This is probably just going to be a better flip draw, and we need some high blocks. Flustered. Yeah, this is the flip draw that I want. I love flustered. Selectively discarding a rival momentum or drawing a card. Let's see. Glamour. Glamour's interesting. No, we don't want more momentum outs. Nezure-chan. I feel like I always just throw in some Nezure-chans, especially in a character that's not giving damage on face. Having some way just to get +1 can be a big deal. Small and limber. Okay, we are all Charged Fury Kick, right? Between Frog Strike, Kraken, Falling Skies. After a card leaves the stage during the combat phase, ready this foundation. I was very sad when I realized that momentum is not part of your stage. If momentum was part of our stage, we might put it in. That's probably it on the 1 diffs. Honestly, air got so much better just because of these 2 cards. Because air spam foundations kind of sucked. And now we got some good stuff. We got stuff going on. Okay, let's go look at the 3 diffs. Supersonic Flight. Change this attack zone to high. It gets +2/+3. We do struggle for. After this card is removed, draw a card. Commit a foundation for speed. Is Mothra a student? No, just kidding. Vast Hybrid. Okay, we need ways to get momentum. I don't mind Vast Hybrid. X equals its block modifier. Let's see here. I guess it's just Vast Hybrid. Man, seeing that there's no 3-diff foundations that I want to play, maybe we do go back and put in some Lightning Rod. But Mothra just doesn't strike me as like aggro. Huh. I feel like you kind of build up to something. You just like slowly chip away at him. Yeah, Vast wants to stay. That's true. Ooh, pressured by all for one. Ranged or weapon? Okay, walk the dog is ranged. Kraken is ranged. Is... What else is ranged? No, this is kick. Ranged. Ranged. Ah, moth is ranged. Okay, we got 3 ranged attacks. So, yeah, I think this is kind of going to be getting this out. We're an 8-hander, so like if we play 2 copies of this, we're going to find it. And then this is going to be how we kill people. Because over the course of a kill string, this is going to be like +9 damage. And I don't care if I'm blowing up my entire stage if I'm going to kill you. So I wonder if Mothra, I guess what you kind of do is you're like poking, you're getting momentum. And then what you want to do, it feels like, is on your kill string, probably use Mothra twice. You probably want to use it on like your opening attack and then on your finishing attack. Pressure by all for one does seem to be very good though. Let's go back. Let's go air, foundation, 2-def. All right, now I'm feeling it again. I was kind of doubting how we were going to kill people. A 2-def speed commit, but it's a 6 check. Moth Monster is like fine. Air has Life of Danger as well for 2 checks. Yeah, that's true. Life of Danger is so like... Okay, Rifle Arm. We're going to need to get momentum. This is going to really help our opening attacks. Or it's going to be really good on defense. I feel like instead of like Moth Monster, I would just much rather have Rifle Arm. Right? Even though this is a little bit better of a block and a better check, this has the versatility of both offense and defense. So I'm just more interested in that. Fruit Tart Gourmand probably doesn't make it. Latent Skill, not interested. If you've taken damage this turn, add the top card. Flip for momentum is interesting. Cheerleader, we're already using momentum for our character. Masho, I think I want to play Masho. Probably 1 in the main board. I'd probably put a 2nd in the sideboard. Getting to cancel like a condescending explanation or something. Or, hey, latent skill's back in the format, right? People who play latent skill are going to be reminded that Masho Concealment is a card. Steaming Sphere, are we playing any slams? Dang. We should maybe play some slams just to play Steaming Sphere. Just so we can... Because Steaming Sphere solves the like protecting our momentum too. It's probably not worth it though. Quick Response. I feel like you have to play a couple of those. Air Force Style. After they ready something. Fearless Frog. Incompatible Quirks is good. Rifle Arm is just a baby moth on the first attack. Yeah. Lemillion. Nice try. I feel like we already have a lot of low blocks. Dang, all air foundations require you to use your momentum. Like Convenient Timing, Cheerleader, the Psyche things, Levitate. Everything's requiring us to use our momentum. I don't like that. Oh, Can't Escape Me. Yeah, we're putting in 2 of that. No question. Web of Blades. I'll throw it in. Because we're throwing things at printed, right? And so this just says, like, if we're playing like a Jin, that, hey, everything is going to stay at least printed speed. And again, if Web of Blades isn't needed in a matchup, we could just discard it. Not a big deal. Tayaki, confused. Flip, remove one attack from your rival's discard pile and choose one of its keywords. This attack loses that keyword and cannot gain keywords. Might be nice to like take away EX3 from Armor of the Wolf. We need some sort of reset. We need some sort of reset. What's Air's reset? Probably doesn't make it. I guess our only reset is Young Heroes, Cape of No Return, Genkai's Guidance. We get a few of these things. Yeah, I like childlike appearance. The problem is it costs momentum. And I just want, since like Mothra is already like sucking up our momentum, I don't want things that cost momentum. I'll just throw in a, do we have enough highs to justify quick response? Destroy a foundation. Probably. You don't need many high attacks to justify quick response. We get Electric Moth to use something twice. So if we ever draw an Electric Moth, that's really nice because we'll use it on our opener, right? We'll go Kraken, give it 5 speed, play Moth, ready our character. And now we got to discard and draw 2. Pressured by All for One. Vast Hybrid. See, I'd much rather play Steaming Sphere than Vast Hybrid. Or just play more assets, maybe. But what's this looking like so far? 57. We got 59. We get one more thing. We get one more thing. Let's see. Maybe we'll just increase one of these spams. What's our spam count? I like my spam foundations to be 50%. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. 20 out of 34. It's probably good to have a little higher of a spam count in a 8-hander because you really want those long builds, right? To take advantage of your hand. So we probably need more spams than not. Shobijin's is going to be good. Flip to draw. Flip. Draw. Probably just want another 0 div. Let's call it here. There we go. We're at 1.61 and we have an odd number here. How do we end here? I can't have 1.61. We have to go down to 1.6. And if I could do it by giving another low block somewhere to satisfy my OCD. Yeah, Vast Hybrid probably doesn't make it in. Well, maybe. I guess you get that +1 damage for the turn, and that's going to be big to get +1 damage. Let's just call it, let's put something else in here and call it a day. I can't be 1.61 though. That means we're coming, we already have Pressured by All for One and Nezure-chan and Quick Response. Maybe we have too much Destruction and Genkai's Guidance. Maybe we have too much Foundation Destruction. Maybe I should take out Nezure-chan. Let's go look at the Air 1 diffs one last time. Because I just like the Pressured by All for One better. Quick Arrival, Personal Reload. Technique, Dragon Expert. Flirting and Flattery. Acrobatic Style, No Restraint. Resourceful, Weightless. Ready a Face Down? Is that going to be just good enough? Um, problem solving after this, after you discard this card. Rescue specialist? Do we play rescue specialist? I don't know. It's a 4 mid, 4 check. Block modifier, discard momentum, build it. I don't want to be discarding my momentum. Maybe I do this to draw. It's draw and I get to get this deadlock. It's very, very good deadlock. I don't think we had a lot of deadlock. Other than like quick response and frog strike. Ready, rifle foundation. Get +1/+1. Where'd it go? Okay, let's just play this. No, we're already so mid block heavy. We're already so mid block heavy. Huh. Dang, we got nothing. We have all of these mid draw, like flip draw things. Destroy for speed. We already put these in. I'm not going to do this. I want to put a bow on it. I want to put a bow on it and call it good. Let's see. What were our 0 diffs again? Life of Danger, Clasp, Warm and Bubbly. Oh, and we already have the deadlock of basic training, so we're good on deadlock. Man, it's so nice being on a basic training symbol and you just get your deadlock on a 0 diff. Maybe I just go up to 4 and 4. I probably just do that. I probably just make use of what I have. Let's just make use of what we have. Let's just take it out. Let's throw in another one of these. And let's throw in... Nah, let's just throw in 2 of these. What does that look like? Oh, that still puts me at 59. I still need one more. Let's throw in a low block. Or let's just do Web of Blades. Take it to a 2. Because we can discard it, right? We can play like 2 of these unique stuff, like Web of Blades and Pressure by All for 1, because if we draw it and we don't need it, we can just discard it. Okay, I think this is where I would go with Mothra. Air Mothra. Maybe I should be playing Sharpshooting Gun instead of Young Heroes. I just feel like I need the defense. And Young Heroes, hey, discard a card. You know, I'm already basically... I'm a 7-hander for defense, but you get Electric Moth and you get Walk the Dog. And we have these to draw, so we're probably okay on draw. And I feel like getting a damage bonus down to 0 is going to be a bigger deal for dunks. And we can commit something which is going to set up Walk the Dog. So yeah, I think this is what I would do. Jeez, look at this. I like seeing 8 cards on this. What would we do? Yeah, I mean, this is our typical attack, right? Kraken into Frog Strike, finish him off with Walk the Dog. We got to commit 2 things. Give the 5 speed here, re-ready our character. Give 8 speed on the Walk the Dog. We'll see how consistent our turn 1 builds are. We would have 4 foundations here. We'd go 3, 3, 3. We'd be able to build 4. Build potentially 5. 2, 3, 3, 4. 2, 3, 3, 0, 5. Yeah, this is feeling good. I think this is it. This is my Mothra list. There we go. I think you're probably a little too dependent on pressured by all for one to kill people. And I don't think that there's probably enough defense here to really survive. I mean, you get evasive maneuver for speed hate, rifle arm for speed hate, you get your face for speed hate, and then I think this is a B plus list. I don't think this is a meta list. I think Mothra's probably. So my thinking was like immediately like, okay, 14 speed walk the dog. That is definitely the answer. But after building it out, I think the answer is probably to go to Earth. Should probably be going to Earth and getting like referee juries. City rampages. Somebody told me yesterday, Joe, he said that City Rampage, you can play this and then you can play Canister Strike to destroy a face down foundation, build in a forcing surrender, flip forcing surrender, kick City Rampage, but all your checks are still getting +2. You lose the +1/+1, but all your checks are still getting that +2. Maybe the answer is actually good. Maybe it's good because you get referee jury and you get. Oh, somebody else was saying that Koenma's task shares a symbol with one of these Godzilla characters that removes something, and then we can break Koenma's task. We can break the form ability. Name a card, search your deck for all copies of the named card, and add them to your hand. Then name another card. Search your rival's deck for all copies of the named card. Remove them, only playable if there's at least one Koenma's in your discard and in your remove from game pile. Who does it share with? Let's see. It's Death, Good, Order. Death, Good, Order, Character, Godzillas. Mecha, Bionic, and this guy. You may discard a card as though it's an EX or powerful. After you play printed difficulty of 5 or greater. No. Remove the top 3 cards of your deck. This is probably it. Alright. Let's make an aggro. Yeah, you can do Ghidorah too. Remove something from your hand. Choose one attack and then you can play it. Yeah, it's either Ghidorah or Bionic. I'm kind of leaning Bionic. Just because he's so aggro. I wonder if it would not quite be worth it. Though. This is like the other characters that I really want to build in Godzilla is Bionic. And I want to build Rodon. So with Bionic, my idea is basically this. Let's go look here. My idea is basically this. Let's see. This is what I played for my local qualifier. Let's just copy this, and then I'm going to slam Bionic on top. Fire Bionic. There we go. And then let's go get our character. Let's add him in. Let's look at like what. Well, I guess we can do that later. Uh-oh. There we go. Nope. Okay, let's get rid of Endeavor 3 here. Because Bionic, I think, is the character for this style of deck. It felt so close at my local qualifier, but not quite there. But I think Bionic is going to actually run this crazy well. Let's get rid of this sideboard. Okay, that'll help me think. And then let's go and let's look at just fire stuff that came out in the last 2 sets. And Girl Power here and here. Did we get any echoes? Horn Cannon? Heck no. Let's just look at what the good stuff is. No fire cards came out in Godzilla. We got nothing. Really? No fire attacks? Did we get anything? It was just that character? Bummer. What did we get cool and girl power fire wise? Nomu, Blue Flame Surge. Would I play Blue Flame Surge in this list? Probably one. I announced the tournament, my tournament, but it is I'm only doing US players just for shipping, or Canada. Oh, we do have an echo, but that's probably not good enough. Let's go here. Let's look at, I'm just building Godzilla characters for fun this morning. I need something to test. If anybody wants to play later on today, let me know. Oh, this is definitely going in. 4. It's just shipping costs. It's just shipping costs. Commit your high attack, spend a momentum to ready. Could be good enough. Probably not because I'm playing a 2-check deck. Time for rest is interesting. Latent skill. Okay, I think this is where I would go for Fire Bionic. Let me explain what's going on here. Because I just started building it without telling anybody what I was doing. What I would do is take out my Lust for Battles, and probably take out the Revels, right? So we gotta do something. Basically, my idea here is, with the fire package, I was trying to find out who runs the best of the dozen free echoes. Bullet Punches is free because if you echo it, you get to clear your card pool and put something in momentum. Double Fist is free. If you echo it, you put something in your momentum. Trace Eyes is free. You don't need momentum. You can just destroy it ready. All of these are like just free. And so if you can put stats on them, then you're going to be kicking some butt. And my idea here was Endeavor 3. The idea was Endeavor 3 for a couple different reasons. After you mill, it's +2/+3 to everything. You get to form pick up something, and then if you form pick up an echo, it's like you picked up 2 attacks instead of 1. But the issue is that it was a little slow. Oh, also, if you echo a move, you get to mill 8 on your character instead of milling 4. But in my experience, it was just a little too slow. And here we get Mechagodzilla, who gives +2/+2 from the very beginning. So all of these are free. We're going to slam +2/+2 on all of them. We're going to keep our card pool pretty clean because Forcing Surrender with the echoes, Bullet Punches clears our card pool, and then we get to commit something, and then we get to blow them up on defense. So that is my idea here. I think Bionic probably runs this a lot better than Endeavor 3 because you're online early, right? As soon as you draw the crazy hand, you just get to play the crazy hand. So Blue Flame Surge, does it actually stay? It's not a punch. It's not a punch. But Fiery Vengeance probably has to go, right? Because we're not Endeavor. Yeah, let's take out all of our Endeavor stuff that I had. Fiery Vengeance was a punch. That was nice. It was nice to have that. Still having this. Revel. Do we keep Revel? Probably not. It's probably something better than Revel since we're no longer Endeavor. Prehensile Tail is fun with Bullet Punches. So we probably don't need Blue Flame Surge since we have Prehensile Tail. I do want to keep Bullet Punches. I'd probably just take Rapid Punches up to a 4 with no Fiery Vengeance. And this is going to keep us like all 4 diffs so we can play out these long strings. Bionic seems good on Void. Yeah, I'll need to go. This is my first time looking at them, honestly. It's just like, yes, this Echo package is going to do some crazy things. Barrier Shield to stay alive still makes sense. I'll protect you. Yeah, I really don't care that this thing is flipping because Bionic is like, hey, we're only around here for a few turns anyway. Fiery goes with Barrier Shield pretty well. And Twisty, you get this little like, all we need to see is that one extra turn. Incubating. Let's go look. We probably need some more draw, right? We're a 6-hander. None of these things are drawing. So the idea here is you go Blue Flame Palm Strike, get a momentum, bullet punches, echo bullet punches, put the Blue Flame Palm Strike in your momentum, double fists, echo double fists, get your momentum, kick out one of those echo things with Forcing Surrender, play Trace. The idea is you're going to play like 7 attacks on turn 2. And you're going to do it on no progressive. And then you're going to give everything +2/+2. And we're just going to go crazy. And then as long as we don't check bullet punches, we're going to be okay. 1-man Inferno goes away, right? That takes us to 55 cards. We need to go. I really don't care about block zones because I care about block zones in like a deck that I'm actually around for a little while. But Bionic, we mill ourselves so quickly that we really only need to live a few turns. I want to see one defensive turn, block one thing, commit something, and then kill them. Fire, Foundation, 0. Let's go look at other things now that we're not Endeavor. Ignite. Oh, we get to play all of these Dobby cards, huh? Heck yeah. Let's do, where is it? Where is it? Firestarter? Yeah, this is a 4 of. Flip to draw, and it's Deadlock. Everything gets a speed and a damage. Not that we're ever going to play until Deadlock anyway. And yeah, we really want these consistent builds because we're playing 2 checks. So let's put some Ignites in there. We need our 0 diffs. We need our 0 diffs. And since Ignite and since Firestarter is so online, we really don't need Season Brawler. I hate Season Brawler. I was just... Okay, so where does that put us now? I want Ignite to actually be like a 4 of. We need big builds early, and we need to overcome 2 checks. So that puts us to 60, 16, 26, 18. Yeah, there we go. We should be able to, right? Yeah. Okay, I think this would be the list. I don't think I even want to look at other 2 checks. Oh, I probably should take out Wild Wild. I was putting that in Endeavor 3 because you get to discard. It's a foundation that says flip, discard 3. And it helps your builds. You know, it was like just good enough in Endeavor 3, but it's probably not going to make it here. Yeah, we probably don't even need the other one, right? We just need to pass checks and kill people. If we just need to pass checks, then we probably want looking for a challenge in here. Okay, 2-speed move. Bullet punches is 2-speed? We double bullet punches? Flip it? This could be nice for Forcing Surrender? Yeah, we probably just want looking for challenges though. Pyromania, remove a momentum. Your fire attacks get +1 speed. Probably not living long enough for that to really matter. Stare down, window shopping, hype man. Revel. League interview. It's interesting. That's probably just it. There we go. We probably just want those looking for challenges. I'll take it to a 2. I'll do 3. I'll do 3 with 3 prehensile tail. I probably don't really need to be running the new number 1, but we do need to get a block off, right? This is after something's blocked. Oh my gosh. It's after something's not blocked. After we take damage. Oh my gosh, this character is crazy. We don't even have to block. This character's crazy. Yeah, here we go. 20, 24, 16. That makes me happy. Everything's an even number. Everything's divisible by 4. I wish this said 1.95. Is there some way we can get that done? No? Maybe I should play one less barrier shield. Or maybe one less twisty. Does twisty belong in this deck? I think it made more sense in Endeavor 3. Let's do this, and let's see if this makes it 1.95. Dang it, we overshot. 1.97. Oh well. We got ourselves to a 60%, right? Yeah, that's where I want to be, especially in an aggro character where we really want those early builds. Yeah, I think this is what I would do for Bionic. Just a listen. I'm gonna kill you on turn 2 or turn 3. If you attack me, I'll commit your best piece. I get to commit your defensive piece, and then I'm gonna kill you. And we get this awesome. Well, it looks like I'm never drawing attacks. Okay. Yeah, if we do this. What I like so much about this, too, is that, like, bullet punches goes off from double fist and from blue flame. Like, if we drew this attack on turn 2, this right here is 5 attacks. We're going to go double fists, get a momentum, lose echo, bullet punches. Then we're going to echo bullet punches. We're going to put this, because it's a punch, into our momentum. And then we're going to play this, and then we're going to echo this from the momentum, and then we're going to end with the momentum. So, like, if we draw this is 5 attacks. Everything's getting +2/+2. That means that over the course of a turn, we gave +10/+10. And there's a good chance you kill him. You do remove yourself a lot, but we are just here. You know, incubating could probably not even be a 4. Because we don't really need to block. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is where I'd be. Makes sense to me. Let's see. It's 6:40. I feel like I didn't do a good job when I first went through the tournament. I have way more people watching now than I did at the beginning. Maybe I'll just retry doing the tournament details. I'll give you guys, and we'll use that. Because when I first did it, it was like 5 in the morning. I think what I'm going to do now is when I stream at 5 in the morning, I'm going to do something really boring, like not boring, something with no pressure to talk, you know, and something that's like a good brain exercise, like deck building, because it's going to get my brain awake, and then I can do my actual video thing, part of the stream, later when my brain is awake. Because if you go and watch the early part of this when I tried to do the announcement, it was quite obvious that my brain was working at 50% power. And I feel like I'm up to 80% here. So there we go. We only got through 2 characters. We did Air Mothra here with the Walk the Dog. Make some 14 speed Walk the Dogs. And we got Fire Bionic. Those will be my 2 decks that I will start testing. Although, you know, it's a little early to test Godzilla. We got the webcam regional up. But we do have this June 8th tournament. So I will pay someone $5 to play this deck for my June 8th tournament. I'll give you $5 to play this deck to show that that there's something here. Just message me. You got, you know, that's it's quite the sum of money, $5. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I am over here. Here we go. Let's jump over here. I'm going to try this again. This is going to look weird for people watching back my stream, but I'm going to try this again because now my brain is awake. Let's see. You need true 100% brain power for only paying one momentum. Echo seems too powerful. Yeah, Echo to me is the fire symbol getting forcing surrender and 12 free echoes to me is crazy. Maybe the deck is more consistent if you take out bullet punches, but I think bullet punches clears your card pool and it's fueling itself. And then you get this character that's just slamming 4 stats on everything on turn 2. I think Bionic Menace is the character I was looking for that attack package. I was between Endeavor 3 and Dobby 2. Dobby 2 because I get to slam 3 damage on everything. And you get to be early, but Dobby 2 is terrible going second. Bionic is going to be very good going second. He's 29 health. He has an on-face defensive ability. To give a character... Bionic is S tier, in my opinion. To be honest, a lot of these Godzilla characters are S tier. I think Rodan and Bionic are S tier. I think Mothra and King Ghidorah are A tier. And I think the others are probably B tier, is where I'm at with Godzilla. I haven't done a complete, my Challenger review. I should probably put that presentation together today and then do that tomorrow. But I think the Godzilla characters are cracked. I fully expect that in my tournament, I expect 90% of people to be on Godzilla characters. Bionic and Rodan to me are I mean, that's like Younger and Jin in the set. So Godzilla could be something. There could be something there with that board wipe. I really haven't started thinking through Godzilla much. At least the Echo attacks have to check something, anything more than one momentum. We'll see. Well, the downside to the Echo build is that we're playing all those 2 checks, right? Okay, I'm going to try again here on my announcement now that it's later in the morning. Okay, today I am announcing the Godzilla X Girl Power 1-year anniversary giveaway / tournament. This is going to be taking place on June 8th, hard capped at 64 players. And winners, everybody who in the top 8 is going to be walking away with free Godzilla Challenger decks. This is going to be the first tournament ever where Godzilla is legal. It's going to be taking place on June 8th, 2 weeks before the Challenger decks even come out. We're going to be doing this tournament on Tabletop Simulator. That means that we can play with all of these cards early now that they've already been revealed. And if you do well with them, you might just get the cards for free because the top 8, like I said, is going to walk away with a Challenger deck at least. First place is going to walk away with 4 Challenger decks and an exclusive playmat. I'll get into all the details in just a little bit. This video is not sponsored by anyone. There's nobody backing this giveaway. It's just me saying thank you to everybody for 1 year of supporting my content. Honestly, my content has been supported much more than I expected when I first started. This was just a for fun thing. I love the game. I love talking about the game. But seeing everybody that supported me, I really appreciate it. And this is my way of giving back. I wanted to do something big for 1 year. I think June 17th was when I uploaded my first video last year. So here we go. Let's talk about the details. It is free, nothing. If you want to support me, you can go toss me a couple dollars on my Buy Me a Coffee page. Which would be much appreciated. But to play in the event, it's free. And if you don't send me anything on Buy Me a Coffee, that's perfectly fine. Where it's going to be in my Discord. When June 8th, 10 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be 6 rounds, so it'll probably go until like 5 p.m. Central Time. I would book 10 to 5, just in case. It's going to be streamed on my YouTube channel. It'll be me and several team members from the Let's Talk UVS competitive team that will be doing commentary. Probably have like 3 or 4 of us giving commentary, and we'll just be jumping or switching commentators every round. It's going to be single day event, 64 players, 6 rounds, single elimination prizing to top 8. Single elimination means if you sign up and you lose round 1, your day is over. That was it. You get to go enjoy your Saturday. It's just 1 day event. As soon as you lose, you're out. As long as you're winning, you get to keep playing. Prizing goes to top 8. So if you start out at least 3-0, you're going to be walking away with the Challenger deck. All you have to go is 3-0. Only one person will get to go 6-0 and get the champion prizing, but go 3-0, you're walking away with something. Also, if you just participate, I've got a participation raffle going on for the event for everybody who signs up. But it's 64 player maximum. I don't think I could handle a bigger tournament right now. 64 players makes this a really easy 6-round single elimination event. If we went up to 128, it'd have to be 7 rounds. Personally, my local starts at 5 p.m. typically on a Saturday, and I want to go to my locals. So I want this to end before 5 p.m. so that I can go and play at my local game store. There is one rule to the tournament: Godzilla and girl power characters only. It's going to be standard format. You can play with all your cards plus Godzilla cards, but you have to play a Godzilla or girl power character, no other characters. So this June 8th. It's going to be like 2 weeks after girl power becomes legal. It's going to be 2 weeks before Godzilla becomes legal. It's going to be this perfect in-between spot to where we can really see these characters in action. The playmat, top 4 is going to be walking away with a playmat. It's going to be this exclusive Godzilla versus girl power playmat here that I had my friend Vanessa make for me. I wanted it to feel summery, so I wanted them like on the water. Maybe they're floating a little bit, but let's not consider that too much. We got 2 epic, we got this battle of the Titans going on here between Mount Lady and Godzilla. I think that if the finals match was Godzilla versus Mount Lady, we would have the ultimate like lore matchup for this event. Top 8. If you get top 8, you're going to walk away with the challenger deck of your choice. Godzilla or King Ghidorah. Just let me know. I'll get it pre-ordered for you. Top 4, you'll walk away with a challenger deck and an exclusive playmat. If you get second place, you'll get one of each challenger decks and a playmat. If you're the champion, you're going to get 2 of each and the playmat. That means you're going to get a full play set of all your Godzilla cards. You're going to get 4 of these premium collector booster packs and a playmat. And that's not all. Even if you sign up to join in on the tournament and you lose in round 1, you get to still be in the raffle. I'll be doing the raffle 15 minutes before the event starts. So right before we're about to start, I'll go ahead and do this raffle, and I'm going to raffle off this right here, my top 32 Worlds Promo Ochako 4. So if you love Ochako 4, go ahead and sign up just to get in on the raffle. I will be giving this away. And then, yeah, just to reiterate, it's free. It's going to be in my Discord, June 8th, 10 a.m., 64 players. You will want to sign up as fast as you can because signups might go quickly. I'm really not sure. If we go and look, right now, this is the UGN page. I've got pricing info here. I got the Google form. You'll have to fill out this Google form. I've got 10 people signed up, okay? It's 10 people are signed up, and I haven't even posted this video yet. Last time I did a tournament like this where it was free and on Tabletop Simulator, I limited it to 32 players, and it was completely filled up in the first 48 hours. So if you want to play in this tournament, go ahead and sign up. And then if later on you decide not to play, you can always drop, and then someone else can come and sign up. But if you're even thinking about it, go ahead and sign up. You can always drop later. So there you have it. I want to see everybody that wants to play get to jump in. I just don't want it to be more than 64 players. Otherwise, I feel like it would have to be at least a 7-round or bigger event. And I want to keep this a very, very simple single-day event. 64 players, 6 rounds, top 8, walking away with some challenger decks here. So we got 54 spots open. Go ahead, sign up, as quickly as you can. And yeah, like I said, if you want to support me and giveaways like this in the future, you can send me like a couple coffees here. I think this is like $5 a coffee. It's not expected from you. Anything that I ever get from support will always go to giveaways and in making my channel better. And it would be, much appreciated there. So that is Girl Power and Godzilla. Really looking forward to this and to see what everybody cooks up. To me, Godzilla is easily the most hype challenger decks that we've gotten yet this year. The characters are crazy, crazy strong, and I can't wait to see them in play against these Girl Power characters that we just had come out. So June 8th, go ahead and sign up. Don't miss out. All right, there we go. I think that was a better take. That was a better take than this morning. Is Godzilla -1 legal? That's actually a good question. Yes. I should put that somewhere. Yes, it will be legal. Just joined. I'm excited to play Kinoko Komori. Man, everybody is in on that character. Um, I saw Kyle post a video to the Facebook group where he's making these like shroom things to hold dice, it looks like. Um, Much better, much more awake. Thanks. Yeah, I feel like I'm actually talking normal now. There we go. I am looking forward to this though. Tabletop Simulator. I'm going to make a video on how to play Tabletop Simulator here in a few days, because my little sister actually said that she would start playing the game if I would make a video on Tabletop Simulator. So I say my little sister, she's 24. But little sister to me. But yeah, if anybody wants to play Bionic, this is the list I would play. I want to put this in action and test it out. Yeah, King Ghidorah. I started a King Ghidorah deck and then I actually deleted it. I plan to build all of them, or at least Bionic, Mothra, Ghidorah, Rodan. With Rodan, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my Jin list and make it a Rodan list, I think. Like I'll take, where's my Jin list? I already made girl power changes. I think what I'll do is just slap Rodan on and call it a day. Because I think Rodan might even play this better than Jin. Jin gets to cancel something. Like Rodan's speed manipulation is more consistent. And then what else does Rodan get to do? Jin gets to cancel something. Well, Rodan's just a 7-hander, right? And he gets to... oh yeah, he gets to order his deck. Yeah, so you get to draw into your attacks, make sure that you're going to check 5s. Yeah, King Ghidorah. I'm in for King Ghidorah, but I need to big brain that list. It's definitely going to be on evil to take advantage of all those sub 10 health things. Yeah, but I think I'll just take this list and put Rodan on top, and he might play it better than Jin. So we'll just have to see. The only girl power changes that I made to Jin was I took Mop Strike and turned it into Turbo Speed Dash. Hey, it's going to be a 6 high 4. If you don't block it, I'll draw 2. Because Jin plays a longer game, my opponent's basically always going to be at 8 or more foundations for this free draw, and it has EX3 on it. So I can pour damage into this and just make this like a 12, 15 speed move really easily. Pour damage with like the flasks and things. And then 3x Condescending Explanation. I think this card's crazy. Especially since this deck gets momentum from the speed from Jin and from Hacker. Like this feels really nice. And then Disarming Glance to keep them off of drawing for the entire turn, because we get Dimensional Sphere, Cape of No Return, Genkai's Guidance, and Condescending. All of these are ways we can make their attack never resolve. And so they can't draw for the rest of the turn, or add cards to their hand for the rest of the turn. Those were the girl power changes I made. That was really it. But yeah, mansplaining is nuts. What else have I been cooking up? And then I'll just end here. Girl power Amajiki. The only thing I changed here was I put in Black Abyss. And then I'm playing 4 Friend of Animals, 2 Strategic Meetings now, which means that in this Amajiki list, we have 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 ways to snap momentum from foundations. What's really nice about Strategic Meeting in Amajiki is that if you flip and reveal one of these attacks, it's going to go in face up, right? Like Wolf, 8, Black Abyss, it's going to go in face up. Or you can draw it if you need, if it's like Armor of the Wolf, since it has 3 keywords. But if you just flip up like a Black Abyss, it goes in face up. So we got 12 ways to snap momentum and murder through momentum. What else have I been making? I tested this out yesterday. It felt almost really good. Yeah, Black Abyss is going to not be okay, in my opinion. Let's see, where did it go? This felt almost really good yesterday. The idea here is I want to play Super Grape Rush, get -1 to its difficulty and -1 to the block modifier for each card in your rival's card pool. Defensively, this card is really good. It's like a -1 mid block a lot. But it's going to be free on offense, right? With Kurama. Like with Kurama, you really want to string out, force them to have all these cards in their card pool. And so you don't want to be playing on a lot of progressive. I've seen a lot of Kurama lists kind of lean into Echoes with like Double Trouble to do that game plan. But here, my idea is let's play Super Grape Rush. The Google Doc doesn't need to be submitted until the day before. So not for a while. But my idea here is let's Super Grape Rush, seal their two best things, right? Let's first go like Ice Sword Execution, then let's go like Rose Whip Barrage, Echo Rose Whip Barrage. Now they have 3 cards in their card pool. Let's say they blocked one thing. They have 4 cards in their card pool. Okay, then we're playing this is basically a 3 def. We're going to play it on a 5. We're going to seal their two best things. Now it's like a 8 speed attack, right? Because they have 4 in their card pool, 7 damage, seal 2 rival foundations. And then what we get to do is follow up with Big Fist Bash. We get to say this is a 3 def, 3 mid 5, discard 2 cards because we're a 7-hander. That's not a big deal. And we're going to add Super Grape Rush back to our hand. And then we're going to play Super Grape Rush. And it's going to be like it's going to be like a 1 diff now, right? We'll have 3 cards in our card pool, so we'll be played like on a 4. And the interaction I wanted to do was this Big Fist Bash Super Grape Rush. And I figured Kurama would be the best one as a 7-hander. Also, this Breaker 3 goes a really long way to keeping a 7-hander alive. Other ideas here is Ice Sword Execution is just too good to not put in your list. Power of Yoko snaps your momentum so that you can do Condescending Explanation. Everything here is just defense. It's just defense. So I tested it out the other night against Ross. He was playing Bubble Girl, and it was crazy. We both built to like 20 foundations. We were both just playing super strong defense. And yes, everything foundation-wise is defense. And then we can unflip, right? Broken Psyche with Falling Heel Strike. After testing, the thing I'm going to change is that I think I'll take out Falling Heel Strike, and I might put in more Big Fist Overhand Punch. Because I really need draw in this list, and this selectively draws me into attack and then guarantees 5 checks. It was crazy in testing. It would make me pretty mid-block heavy, right? So maybe I go 3 on this. Maybe I'll take this to 3 because Ice Sword Execution starts every kill turn. Yeah, I love this card. Super Grape Rush. Kurama's just the best one in my opinion. I'm leaving out Ojigi Plant Strike. Maybe I could put in Ojigi Plant Strike instead of Heel Strike. I think 4 Rose Whip Barrage is perfectly enough for Kurama. I think you got enough. You know, it's a 60 card list. We're going to find our Kuramas. We're going to Rose Whip Barrage and find them. So that's something I've been kind of messing around with. That's pretty much it. And then I've just been playing Woman. Playing this like Echo Woman list. I think Hiding in Plain Sight is actually a crazy card, and more decks should be running this. Getting to snap 2 momentum is nuts. And Rifle Arm, in my testing, Rifle Arm has been much, like I thought it was going to be good, but it's been very, very good in testing. Like this foundation makes me want to play these symbols just so that I can get access to it. Plus City Rampage? What is City Rampage? Is that action? +1/+1? Oh. Yeah, you get +2 to your check. This isn't on water. Oh, it is on water. Okay. Yeah, there could be something there. What's our water cards in Godzilla? Oh, we got a lot. I guess that makes sense. Godzilla's always coming up from the water, at least in Godzilla -1. Oh my gosh, it's 7:02. Okay, I lost track of time. I got to go take my son to school. But I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody signs up for the tournament. It's going to be a great time. I'm probably going to go stream. I'm going to start streaming mornings again. I think I'll do either tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning, and I'm going to go through all of the Godzilla cards and talk about those. Yeah, it makes sense Godzilla has water, now that I think about it. Okay, there might be some stuff here for Kurama too. But that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you either tomorrow or Wednesday morning.